Happy New Year! It's the 2nd of January 2016 and it is 4:20 p.m. I'm traveling south on the M5 in autopilot in Apollo 11, and I thought it's about time I did a strategy blog update. I know it's been a while, but I haven't forgotten about it. I've been concentrating more on how to best approach the subject matter. But today I want to talk about a bit about the legal landscape of corporate Australia, and in particular the Corporations Act of 2001 and its various amendments. And I don't really want to focus on the legal issues of it because, first of all, I'm not a lawyer, and second of all, I want to focus more on the social impact that this law has. First of all, in Australia, a corporation is viewed in the eyes of the law as a natural person, as if it were a living, breathing person. Okay? And that's important because the second point then is that a corporation can incur debt, it can be sued, it can be charged with a crime. It's just like any person. The Act also goes into great depth, and I won't go into depth about it, but it goes into great depth about the responsibilities of directors of corporations in Australia, because directors of Australian corporations can be found personally liable for the corporation's debts if it's found under certain circumstances that the corporation is not complying with the Act. Okay? And there are various things that it sets out that is like a no-no. And if the director is found to be doing something particularly bad, they can even be thrown in jail. So, a director of an Australian corporation can basically lose his or her stuff and freedom. That tends to focus your attention, right? Hopefully, if you're a decent, halfway decent director, it should focus your attention. So I'm going to be very risk averse, right? I'm going to be really conscious about, making sure that the company is A1, tick every box. It's got everything, compliant. Beyond the law, the board of directors' first responsibility is to hire and fire the CEO. So now let's say I'm a wannabe CEO and I'm applying to effectively the board of directors of the company to make me the CEO. How am I going to get that job? I'm going to convince them that I'm going to be risk averse, and I'm going to therefore be their best chance of keeping their stuff and staying out of jail. Great, and then I get the job. So I can't do everything myself. I need a chief financial officer, I need a chief legal counsel, I need a CIO, CFO, COO, C alphabet supo. Who am I going to hire into these positions? Well, I'm going to hire people who are going to help me help the directors keep their stuff and stay out of jail. So they're going to be risk averse, and so on and so forth, right down the line of the corporate ladder, right down to the janitor. So, Australian corporations have a reputation of being very conservative, risk averse, heavily involved in risk management, and I'm not putting a value judgment on this at all. strategy is just not on the agenda. I mean, we have the odd occasion where directors or chief executives get together and in a conference and talk about strategy, but in my experience, that's just the word in the title. And when you get into these meetings and seminars, you find out it's just another risk management practice session. And I keep on saying that risk is not strategy, and risk management is not strategy, and strategy is not risk management. They have nothing to do with one another. I'll get into that more in later episodes. The newly minted Turnbull Liberal government down in Canberra, just before Christmas break, announced a big policy package, which is like, I think he calls it the innovation package or innovation policies, which, among other things, states that he intends to lessen the liability of directors in the case of corporate bankruptcy in order to encourage investment in innovation, or what he calls STEM, science, technology, engineering, mathematics, which, it's just a policy announcement, and who knows what form, assuming it takes form in legislation, will be. But, and again, I'm not a lawyer, but it would have to have some implication on the corporation, the act, the Corporations Act of 2001. It'll have to be amended again. And it may change a lot of what I've been saying in this video, but I can only go on what I know right now. And so there you go. I'll see you next time, and it won't be so long a wait for next time. Bye.